Hello everyone, good morning.
Hello, hello.
Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, thanks Madish. So, so today we are going to start our Selenium. Then how we have to proceed in this Selenium one. Okay, so if I write before starting anything, if I talk about the definition of Selenium, so you can say it is simply it is just a collection of jar files, or you can say Selenium automates browser. So one thing here we have to notice is many people say that Selenium is a separate tool. Many people say that Selenium is a separate tool, which is incorrect. So it is not a separate tool. Just like Eclipse, we have one Eclipse, like we have Postman. But Selenium is not a separate tool. What we do basically, with the help of there are some jar file. So what are those jar file? I will be talking soon. So these jar files will help us to give Eclipse the knowledge of Selenium. So what these jar files will do. Okay, so basically we will use this jar file that will give the knowledge of Selenium to our Eclipse editor. But Selenium is not a separate tool, again I am repeating. Okay, so if I talk about a few more why Selenium is preferred nowadays, because first of all, why Selenium is more preferred nowadays is it is open source, right? Because what happens, like there is one more tool which is QTP, Quick Test Professional, but this is a paid tool, right? But it is a paid tool and it is developed by the HP guys, right? So it is a paid tool, so people are not going to prefer this much, but it is an open source, which means you have to pay zero money to use it, right? So it is open source for all. You have to pay 0 rupees. Okay. So first of all, this is very important. And second one is it supports multiple browser. You can do your testing on multiple browsers. Like for example, you can say Chrome, Mozilla, Microsoft Edge, Opera, Opera browser, Internet Explorer, right? So these are couple of browsers, right? So popular browsers it is supporting, and third one is like it is also supporting multiple operating system like Windows is one of the operating system it supports. It will also support Linux, Mac operating system. There is one more which is Solaris, right? So basically these are the major operating systems Selenium is supporting. So people are preferring this, right? So these are the some advantages of Selenium, you can say. So these 3 points are clear to everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Yes, yes, it does support Safari browser. We will see. Okay. So if you have any query, please unmute yourself and then ask. Otherwise, it will not be possible to navigate to that screen again. Okay. So basically, if we want to uh, run our Selenium code and then we have to run it, then first of all we should have Java in our machine, right? So so let me write it this as well. It also supports Safari. Okay. So it also supports Safari. So first step is to verify whether we have Java installed in our machine. So to check it, what I will do, I will go to command prompt and I will write Java -v, Java version. Okay, so this is the correct command. So if you hit this line and you will see this. So this is the correct Java version I am having in my machine, right? So I will be sure that okay, Java is the first thing which I require to run my Selenium test case. Okay, so installing Java part is clear to everyone, or should I tell this again? Because we have done it in the, I think, first class of learning Java. If you have any issue how to install, then I can show it again if you want. Otherwise, I will proceed with Selenium. Is it clear to everyone?
Yeah, this is clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Java is successfully installed in our machine. So next part is how we can get other jar file. So what are the jar files? Basically, if I talk about, basically these are the files that contain all the classes and the methods which we require to run our Selenium test case, right? So basically these are the files I will require Selenium test case, right? So what I've done in my Eclipse, I have created a Selenium project, which means it is simply a Java project, just like we did it earlier. I have created right click, new project, Java project, right? After that, I have given one name. So the name is Selenium project. So I am not doing it again. And after that, I clicked on finish. So this is the project I have created, and inside that project, I have created one package, right? Inside source folder, I have created one package. So all my classes will be inside this. So let me give some good name to this class. Uh, so class name will be uh, program fun, or you can say test case. So as I have told that you cannot blindly run your Selenium code here, because as of now Eclipse will not recognize your Selenium code until and unless you will get some jar file, right? So let us wait for that to finish. Okay. So if I simply write my Selenium code here, just suppose if I have started writing Selenium code here, then my uh, code will not recognize. Then my Eclipse editor will not recognize my Selenium code, because I have not provided any files to this Eclipse editor, right? So to do that, what I will do, I will open Google I will write Selenium download. So you have to write this, you have to type this, hit enter and open the first link. So this is their official website, and if you come down, so the latest one you can take this, as we are working with Java, right? So Selenium also supporting, you can say, multiple languages as well, like Ruby, Java, C Sharp, Python, JavaScript, right? So Selenium is also supporting multiple languages. Okay, so as we are working with Java, so you can see this is the stable version, and you can download this. So to not download beta one, we can download the this one that will have all the file. So click this, it will download one zip file which is of around 7.2 MB. So once it is downloaded, I will open this folder. You can see it is downloaded, right? So earlier also I have downloaded yesterday. So what you have to do, you have to just simply right click and extract all. So I have already extracted it here. If I open this, right, so you can see these are the, if I place my mouse here, this is a jar file, this is also a file. This file will have, so you cannot see that what are the classes and methods because they have designed in such a way. So but once you will import that, all the methods which are we require, we can use it, right? So you can see it, these two are the files, and these five, so you can say executable jar file, right? So this knowledge I will give to my project. How we can give this knowledge to my project? So as this is my project, I will right click on property, and click on Java build path. So here let me remove it. I will show it from the start. So right click on property, click on Java build path, and here you have to come to libraries tab. So do not touch this one. All the jar files we are going to place here, right? So then only our Eclipse will recognize our Selenium code. So click this class path and click on add external jar. Why I am clicking this add external jar? Because all the files are present externally in my local machine. So I will click this and I will come to the path where the folder is present, and I will select these two. You can see executable jar file. Click on open. Right, so we have imported two, but five also remaining. So again click this, and click on libs folder and select all the files and click on open, right? And after that click on apply and close. So now after you have done that, if you write to Selenium code here, then Eclipse will nice and run your code, right? So this is the basic things you have to do before you write any code related to Selenium. Is it clear to everyone?
Yeah, it is okay.
Okay. So first of all, we are going to work with Chrome browser, then we will see other browsers as well. So if I want to work with Chrome browser, which means I mean to say that if I want to uh, open any website, like if I talk Amazon website, if I want to test this Amazon website on Chrome browser, so first step what we have to do, I have to launch the website in this browser, in this Chrome browser. So basically if we work with Chrome browser, then Chrome driver is one class. Chrome driver is one class that we will use, right? Because once I will create the object of this Chrome driver class, we will get some method, and that method will help us to launch the browser and the Amazon website. So let us see how we can do that. So as this is the class we are going to use for the Chrome browser, they have defined Chrome driver. First we will create the object of this class. So objc, or you can give any name, equals to new Chrome driver. right? So let me give it some good name. So let me say driver. So this is our driver object and import the package, right? So I'm getting one import statement. So this import statement you will not get if you do not follow the steps which we have done earlier, like importing the jar file. So that jar file is having this from driver class. So import it. So error gone, right? And after that, there is one more which is driver dot get, right? What is this get method, right? So basically, why we are getting these so many method? This is the reference variable that is holding this object, right? So once I have created the object, if I say driver dot, it will give me so many methods, right? It has given me so many methods. So one of the method is get, and whatever the string you will pass here. So basically, you have to pass the URL. So if I select this, I am just copying the URL, copy the URL, and place it here, right? So once you place the URL, still there is one thing you have to do. Basically, let me open Excel sheet, and let me open. So basically, if you see that Selenium is a third party tool for all the browser. For, like, if I talk about Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Microsoft Edge, you can say IE, or you can say Edge, right? So basically, Selenium is a third party tool for all the browser. So if you want to invoke your Chrome browser, or you can say if you want to invoke Firefox browser, right, through Selenium. So what Chrome people have said, let me write it. Chrome people, whatever the people who have designed Chrome, said, as Selenium is a third party tool, we will not allow you directly. We will directly not allow to invoke or launch the Chrome browser, to invoke our Chrome browser, but we will provide one .exe file. Basically, we are going to launch our Chrome browser with the help of .exe file, right? We will provide one .exe file which will help you to run Chrome browser. And this line is same for all the browser. Like if I talk about Firefox, so for people who have developed Firefox, they have said that we will directly not allow you to invoke the Chrome browser, but we will provide one .exe file which will help you to run your Firefox browser. So basically, we have to first get this .exe file, right? Then only we can launch our Chrome browser, right? So as we are talking about Chrome only as of now, so
So,
basically for Chrome browser, let me,
Sumit, can I ask you a question?
yeah, yeah,
Sorry, Sumit. Sorry to interrupt.
not issue.
I remember in one of the JPEGs you mentioned Selenium is not a supporting tool, right? You are telling it's a third
For which
party
one?
tool.
Hello.
Sorry, can you hear me now? Is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
So in one of the the paint the JPEG you mentioned that Selenium is not a supporting tool, right? But here in this page you are showing Selenium is a third party tool. So I'm a little confused.
No, no, I am not. What I have said earlier, can you repeat? Selenium is not a supported tool for which one?
Yeah. If you can you go to the different paint? Yeah.
Okay.
Move on to the yeah. In yeah here open it.
Yeah.
This one you said people say Selenium is a separate tool, and you said it's not a tool.
Yeah, it is actually, it is not a tool. Somehow I have said that, but it is not a tool. You can see here we are not downloading any tool. just we are providing the jar files, right? So somehow I
But
have written it
yeah,
here,
here
but
you
it is not.
mentioned it's a third party tool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, I have written it. It is not a tool. So let me correct it. Where is my pen? So basically,
It's a web driver, isn't it?
hmm. Yeah, yeah. Someone is asking anything.
No, I said it's a web driver, right?
Yeah.
Selenium.
Yeah, Selenium WebDriver is a open source collection of API that will help us to. WebDriver we will talk about later, right? Okay. So WebDriver is basically is an interface. We will discuss about it not in the first class. Okay.
Okay.
So just focus on the Selenium word. So basically it is not a tool, but for from the understanding purpose I have written this tool here. Anyways, but I mean to say that Selenium, if you want to run your Chrome, people people who have developed Chrome browser, they will directly not allow you to invoke the Chrome browser. So but we can download one .exe file, so that which will help you to run our Chrome browser. So in our Excel, let me write like if I want to, like suppose if I want to run my run on Chrome browser .exe. So the exe file name is Chrome driver.exe, right? And if I talk about Firefox, it is it is not Firefox WebDriver, sorry, it is Debo driver. So in the Firefox they have defined it with this name. So for Firefox this is this one, and for internet. So first we will discuss these three browsers, then we will move on. Then I will provide you one file. There you can find out, right? So if I talk about Chrome browser, so first we have to get this file, then we can run our browser. Then we can run our browser from Selenium. So you can take help of Google. You can say Chrome driver. You can say Chrome. So many options are coming. So you can say Chrome driver download. Why I'm saying Chrome driver? Because here for this Chrome browser they have defined one .exe file with this name. So Chrome driver download. Hit enter. Open the first link. And here you are seeing so many versions. So what you should do, first let me check what is the version I am having. So click on settings, not settings, click on about Chrome, so that because I will download that version which my Chrome is having. So version is 89.0.4389. So what is the closest version here? I think second one, 89.0.4389, right? So I will download this one. So this is basically a .exe file. So click this, and here for you can say Linux for Mac operating system. As we are working on Windows, so 32 or 64 doesn't matter, it will work on both. So basically they have provided 32 only. So click this. So you can say 5.7 MB, and let me open the folder where it is downloaded. So I think it is downloaded here, right? So you can right click and click on extract all. So I have already done that. So here I have also downloaded it, this one, and after that you can open this, right? So basically this is the file we require. Basically this file will going to invoke our Chrome browser, right? So this will launch, right? So what I will do, I will copy the complete path, right? So let me not copy the path as of now. So basically if you want to run that file, you have to set one property. I am saying that if you want to, we are very sure that this file will help us to run our Chrome browser, right? Because it is Chrome driver. But this .exe file, before that you have to set one property. Basically, in this class, in this Chrome driver class, there is one property which is property name is WebDriver. So this is the property they have defined, and this property require the path of .exe file. So first you have to set this property. With the path of .exe file. So in Java, if you want to set the property with any path, you can use system. So basically, system is a Java part. System is a class dot set property. So right. So what we have to do? We have to set this property. So this property is defined inside Chrome driver class. This is our Chrome driver class. You can see if you want to see Chrome driver class, right? And in double quotes, write this webdriver.chrome.driver, and in the value you have to provide the path. So what is the path of .exe file? The path is this one. So copy this complete path and place it here. Right. So what I have done, again I am telling you that for this Chrome, if you want to run your Chrome browser, you have to first download .exe file, which is Chrome driver.exe, and second you have to set this property, because then only you can run. So because this property is defined inside this class and it expects the path of .exe. So basically I am setting with this method, I am setting this property with this value, right? Then you can see your .exe file will run, right? But at the end you have to do one thing, provide double slash, and also you have to write the file name. What is our file name? Which is Chrome driver .exe, right? So make sure to put .exe, otherwise it will not work, right? So you have to provide the file name at the end as well. Now what you have to do, let me just do one thing, let me comment this, and if I debug this, let us see what will happen. So it has failed. Okay, let me check what is the mistake we have done. Chrome driver.exe. If I run it, let me take the path again. Let me not give 2 like this. Let me so this is the path, and after that Chrome driver dot exe. And if I do this, what will happen? Let us see. Okay, I think I have done. What is the mistake I have done? I got it. basically first we have to provide the property. First we have to set the property, then only we will create the object of the class, right? So this is our first step. So if I do this time debug as, so this line is correct, and if I invoke this, it will create the object. So you can say Chrome driver started success. Once I have created the object, it will starting Chrome driver. So let us see whether browser is opening. So you can see it has opened a browser. You can see, right? So as of now, this browser will do not have any URL because I am not providing any URL. I am simply creating the object. But after these two lines will invoke, one browser will open for you. This is the browser, right? That do not have any website open, right? So is it clear to everyone till this part? So this is our first step. You have to set this property, otherwise it will not invoke. So for every browser, property will be different. Is it clear to everyone?
Suppose for Firefox, do we need to follow same step or is it
Yeah, same
different?
steps. I will be coming to that Firefox soon after
Okay.
Chrome, right? So make sure to, whenever you are running any browser, you should have that browser in your machine as well. Otherwise, it will not open. So before it, if you want to invoke on Firefox, so first check whether you have Firefox browser in your machine. So I am having, right? So these two lines are clear to everyone how we are invoking our Chrome browser.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So suppose I want to open Amazon website. So this object will give me so many methods. Driver.get, and whatever the URL you will pass, so make sure it is a valid URL, otherwise it will throw error. So copy this URL, and if I debug it, okay, so stop this, debug as Java application. So it will open Chrome browser. Okay, so I think it has opened. So this is the browser, but it do not have any URL. So this get method will basically hit the URL into your open browser. So if I simply invoke this line, so you can see it has opened Amazon website. Is it clear to everyone? What is get method? So get method is to open any website you want. So property name. So methods. First, what is the first method we have discussed? It is the basic one, which is get. That will open the URL. Let me write open URL. Right. So for what is the property for the Chrome? Dot, right, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. And if I talk about Firefox, WebDriver dot IE dot driver. This is the property. Sorry, not I. I is for the third one. And if I talk about Firefox, property name is driver. Right, and let me write the classes as well. What are the class object we have to create? writing a class's name which you have to create the object. So for Chrome browser, you have to create the object of Chrome driver class. For Firefox driver class. And for Internet Explorer, it is Internet Explorer driver, right? So these are the classes object. So what? So this method is clear to everyone. What is get method?
Yes.
Okay. So suppose the same thing I want to do in Firefox browser. Suppose after Chrome, I want to do the same thing in Firefox. So what we can do, again the same thing. First we have to get one .exe file. Then only we can run our Firefox browser. So just type here Firefox you can say Firefox driver download. So you can go to GitHub. So basically it is present in the GitHub. So after that, what you should first check is what is the Firefox version you currently have. So let me check it. Otherwise it might fail. If the versions are not matching, it might fail. So let me check. So if you come down, so you can see there are so many versions. I think we can go with this one, latest one. So you can see Windows 64. This laptop is 64-bit. So I will download this one. Like Mac OS, Linux versions are also present. So let me click this. Well, we are working on 64-bit machine. So once it will download, I will open this execute zip file, right click, extract all. So this is the path, right? So copy the, you can say Gecko driver, not Firefox driver. For Firefox, the name is Gecko driver. They have defined. And if you want to, first you have to set the property. What is the property they have defined for Firefox? The property name is this one. So first I will set this property with .exe file. So again same step system. This is our first step. Set property. Property name is WebDriver dot Gecko. As we are working on Firefox, this is the property name, and the value is this one. So after providing the complete path of Gecko driver, I have to also write the file name, correct file name with .exe because it is a .exe file. And then after that, as we are working on Firefox, what is the class name? Class name will be Firefox driver. So I will create let me create driver object with this name. So we will be creating this name only, right? Because it is very common to give this name, or you can give other name equals to new box. So import the package. So I think I have written the wrong spelling. So it is saying small f will come here. Small f, and then I will. So you can say import statement. So import the package where this class is present. So this is again a class, right? And after that, so basically do not think that if you are working on another browser, methods will change. Method will remain the same irrespective of the browser you are working on. So again, if you want to open any URL, you can say driver.get. So method will be the same, and URL will be this. So copy the URL, So you can see it is opening the Gecko driver, and once it will open, I think it has not opened yet. So some warnings are coming, you can ignore that. So it should open. So it has not done anything. Let me run it again. I think it has opened. Okay, so let me run it again. So let me open another website this time. So let me open this URL. Instead of Amazon, I will. So it has opened, and after that it will open the URL which we have given. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so if same thing we have to do with IE browser, Internet Explorer 1. So again, first I have to download the Internet Explorer driver .exe file. So you can say download Internet Explorer driver for Selenium. So this is present in their official website. So click this. So come down, right? So you can say download this version. So we are working on 64-bit. So it will download, and again I will do. I will show in folder. Extract the file. So now we are launching the URL in Internet Explorer browser. So this is the driver.exe file. So most of the times in our coming lecture, I will be working on Chrome because I feel that Chrome is more stable. So you will get less error while working with Chrome. But if you use IE browser, then I cannot say that what kind of errors you can get because IE is not very much stable with the Selenium. So I will copy this path. And if I want to work with Internet Explorer, again I have to set one property first. This is my first step. Set property. So this is the path, and property name is, this time property name is, you can see it from here. For Internet Explorer, this is the property, right? So property I will write here webdriver.ie.driver, and after providing the complete path, I will write the file name .exe. So file name is, this is our, so it is server. Here it should be server as well. So any name, right? Add driver server. So this is the file they have given, and here I will write .exe so that it will invoke this .exe file, and after that I will create the object of Internet Explorer create the object of this class. Let us see whether we are getting. So import statement is coming. Again import it. So for Internet Explorer, we are going to use this class. This is a class. Set the property, create the object of the class, and if I want to open the same URL, the driver.get, and let me open some other URL this time. So you can say Flipkart. So copy the URL and place it here. And if I run this, so all the previous lines are commented, so it will only run Internet Explorer browser. So let us see whether we are not getting any error. So it has opened. So if I set it also, let me do it. So it has not opened anything. It is still running. So once until unless terminated will not come here, which means program is not yet finished. You can see it is also, I think, due to that pop-up. Let me run it again. Try to run it again. Due to that pop-up, I think it is not able to proceed forward. Okay, so this time it has opened. So it will open Flipkart website. So this is how you can open that in, right? So this is the by default pop-up that will come when you open Flipkart if you are not an existing user. So we have seen for 3 browser. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there are so many browser. I will provide you one sheet after the class, right? Because if we keep on working with the browser, then we will not be able to see with the other method. But the steps will going to remain the same, right? So I will provide you one file where all the other browsers class name, property name will be written, right? Like if I talk about Opera, but I do not have Opera browser installed in my machine, so I can say WebDriver dot Opera dot driver. So this is the class, sorry, property. So again, for if you want to run with Opera browser, you can say Opera driver Selenium, right? After that, you can click this link, and from here I think they have provided. So you can say class, which class you have to use, this class you have to use, and I think somewhere here I should have written download. I think here you can find. Let me write Opera Selenium down. So you can see there, from here you can download this Opera driver, and then you can use Opera driver class, right? So I will provide the file later, but we have to, as of now, we have to see some few methods which are important to us. So I will not be working on Internet Explorer because I think Microsoft is also turning off the updates for Internet Explorer soon. So anyways, it will not be available. So I will be working on Chrome most of the time. So if I Chrome browser is this one. So let me run Chrome browser one more time.
Sumit, while it is opening, can I ask you a question?
Why it is?
While it is open, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can ask anytime. I will. Yeah.
In the system set property, why you have used two backslashes
Where? Here. Because
in the
if you
system set
because
property? Yeah,
Java,
yeah.
yeah, because if you copy it from here, you will see single slash, right? But Java will only accept with double slash as it is a Java code. If you provide double slash and if you try to put single slash, it will not work. Basically, Java will accept double slash here. So that's why I put it. Right? And if you see, so let me, I think program is finished. So if you try to, even I have not placed it, it has automatically taken according to his convenience, which means if I do like this, right?
Yeah, you copied and pasted
Yeah,
it. It automatically
automatically
double
it has
flash.
taken, which is accepting, right? If you provide single slash, it will throw error. So this is, you will see wherever you will provide the path, it will take double slash because Java accepts only in this way, right? Okay. So you can see Amazon website open. So if you see here, what is the title? Title is this. Or let me take some other website, Flipkart. Suppose I want to get this title. So or let me take some small, let me say ClickBus. So let me open this website. Um, I want to get a website which is having small title. Anyways, okay, so we can open Cricket Bus and suppose I want to print the title. What is the title? Cricket score schedule, latest news. This is the title, right? So if I want to print the title, I can use one more method. So let me. I can use. So what you have to get? You have to get the title. So you do not have to learn any method. Just say I want to get the title. So method name will be also same. So say get title. So this is the method, right? And after that it has written string, which means it will return us string type of data. So let me catch that in one string variable, string title. So after that, if I print, let us see what is the output we are going to get. So it will open Amazon website, and after that it should get this title. So we are opening Amazon. I think I should have opened Cricket Bus. So you can see what is the title here. It is print. It is printed. So you can check. You can see the same title, Amazon.com, and after that online shopping for electronics. Right. So after that, I think it is not taking the full title because after that you can see some dots are placed, which means it is not able to show the full title. But this is how your full title will look like, right? So this way you can also print the title of any URL. So if I open Cricket Bus, let me open this one. So if I open, so this time let us see what is the title it will print. So it has opened this one, and after that it should fetch this title. Title is this. So it is so until and unless this will not finish, it will not going to print the title. Okay, so you can see after that it has printed personal banking and net banking services online. Right, so this method is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sumit.
So basically we are printing, we do not have to print the title. Basically I am printing this so that we can be right. There might be the case that you have pushed some code onto the website, so this title might change, but it should not change as per the developer. So to validate that, we are getting the title, and if you want to see, you can put one if else condition here. What you can do, if title dot equals, as it is a string, dot equals. So again this is a Java part, so I'm just validating the title is correct or not. I can say title correct, otherwise I will say title incorrect. So which means I do not have to see this every time based on the output. I can be sure, suppose I will run this test case daily, so I do not have to do anything manually. I will simply run this program, and if anything will change in this string, it will automatically come to this block. So let us see what is the output we will get. So can anyone tell me what is the output we are going to get?
Title correct.
Title correct.
So you can see title is correct, right? Which means we are very sure that our title is correct. But if somehow any spelling will change, right, it will come to title as incorrect. So this is the reason I'm printing the title. So title we have done, title get title method. And suppose I want to fetch the URL, right? I want to check whether this URL is opened correctly or not. Sometimes what happens, if you open any website, your if you see that some hacker has uh, attacked on your website and this URL will change. So basically I want to just validate whether the URL of our website is coming correct. So for that, what we have to get, again I will not learn any method. You also do not learn any method. So just say driver dot. So if you come down, let me see URL. I want to get the URL, so I will write URL. So you can see get current URL. So this is the method. You do not have to remember every method. Just hit some keyword and it will automatically tell you. So let me catch that URL in one string. So it is a string. It will return me the string data. So I will capture that in one string variable. So string, you can say title, and after that, so duplicate variable. So not title, it is URL. So I will print it. So if I try to run, let us see whether it is printing the correct URL or not. So after that you can put if else condition if you want. So you should print the URL this time. You can say it has printed the URL, right? And after that you can put one if else condition to validate whether URL is coming correct or not. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So in the today lecture, we will just see these few methods. So let me write it here. What are the few methods? Get method we have done, and get title, and the third one is, so let me discuss one more method. So sometimes if you want to get the, suppose if I have an Amazon website, and if I want to see, if you can click, I think it is F12. If you press F12, and this one, control and new. If you want to get valid, you have to see the code of this view page source, right? So basically this is the response you got from the server, right? Once I have hit this Amazon website, this is the response in coding format they have given. So sometimes I hope you have seen that in some banking website you cannot do right click. In some banking websites you cannot do right click, but still if you want to get this complete page source which you received from the server, then you can do that with the help of Selenium as well. If right click is not allowed, there is one method which is, again, what I want to get, I want to get the page. So again, you do not have to remember any method, just say driver dot get page source, right? So this will going to return you the page source. So if I print it, sys, so why we have to get, because as a tester sometimes I have to write some code so to automate, but right click is not allowed. Then I can use this method to get the page source. So let us see whether it will print the page source. So what is the page source here? View page source. So it has opened Chrome browser. So the same methods are applicable on Firefox and Internet Explorer as well. Methods will remain the same. You can see it has opened, but here it will not right click and inspect and click on view page source. Automatically it will give you. So let us see. Let me remove this manually. Let us see whether it is. It should print each and every page source here. So you can see it has printed. I think it has finished. So the complete page source which you have done by right click, you can get it from here, right? So you can see it has pasted, right? So sometimes if right click is not allowed, then you can get this complete page source with the help of Selenium. Is it clear to everyone?
Yep.
Okay. So we have discussed few methods today. So this is the driver dot get current URL, so that you can fetch the URL, and get page source. If right click is disabled, you can do with the help of this method. Okay. So four methods we have discussed. So try to practice. Then in the next lecture, we will see few more methods and the locator. So next lecture is very important, because if you do not understand locator, then Selenium you will face difficulty, understanding difficulty, right? So that's all for today in this session. Thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sumit.
Yeah, thank you.